Wheel of Fortune's Pat Sajak may be reaching his limit with all of the constant criticism about him from fans, after cryptically tweeting a clapback online. The latest knocks against the TV host came after fans noticed Pat throwing shade on a contestant they believe he didn't like. But in a random, unreferenced quote on Twitter, the 75-year-old made it clear there are bigger issues in life to worry about. "You know what I think? Of course not. And why should you care what I think? I'm a TV game show host," he tweeted. "Now if I were a talk show host or a famous actor, that would be a different story. Then my opinion would carry a lot of weight." The beef began when one viewer shared a theory that the Wheel of Fortune star has a few different tells for when he dislikes a player, and noted that he showcased them during an episode earlier this week. While fans blasted all three of the contestants on the latest episode for being the worst, they noted that one in particular seemed to get on Pat's nerves the most. The star appeared to be annoyed by a contestant named Eric, after the player had some bad guesses and made a few etiquette errors. Along with Eric, and the others, being unable to solve a couple puzzles until they were almost completely filled out, he also lost out on some easy money. One fan noted on Twitter toward the end of the show, "Anybody notice how when a contestant says you'd like to solve before they've called a letter, rather than just blurting it out, Pat will kindly say they might want to call a letter first to get more money." Tonight he was so disgusted he just said, "Yeah sure, why not, go ahead, who needs more money?" Pushing Pat's buttons. This moment arrived when Eric had the chance to make some easy money without worry, as the wheel had already been spun and the dollar amount already determined. He said he knew the answer, but instead of first guessing a letter to earn the free money and then answering the puzzle, he confidently told Pat when it was his turn, "I'd like to solve." Pat, already seemingly annoyed with the contestant, didn't even try to persuade him to consider guessing a letter first, as the social media user pointed out that he often would do for others. "Sure, go ahead," Pat, who co-host with Vanna White, just told the player. Eric guessed correctly with the solution of a jiggle giant, and Pat could be heard shading him immediately afterwards, saying, "Yeah, why not? Who needs money these days?" Past his prime. Fans have been commenting on Pat's attitude on the show a lot lately, often calling for him to be removed as host. Earlier this month, viewers begged for him to be fired or for him to retire after his roughly 40-year tenure. One Twitter user simply wrote, "I wish Pat Sajak would retire from Wheel of Fortune." A second particularly terse viewer did not mince words, tweeting, "Pat Sajak has been a DK for years. Especially to Vanna. But now he's getting more dikish to contestants. Fire the AE."